The dawn of the greatest day approaches. Welcome back to another Super Auto Pets ranked video. You know, I'll do some unicorn pack stuff, maybe on stream, maybe some arena there, but you know, a random weekly with the new pack sprinkled in. This is the kind of stuff that I live for. I already see a bunch of things that I like. We're going to talk about it as soon as we're just going to get into it. We're going to play our weekly rank that we normally do. And hopefully the lobbies fill up, to be honest, because the lobbies may not fill up. People who normally play the weekly rank maybe kind of get acclimated and accustomed to the new pack. Oh. Well, we should wait at least a minute before we say that, thanks to YouTube. Already, now we can start judging some of these pets in a vacuum or in a 1-2 synergy sort of situation. The thing is, in the weekly pack, in the microcosm of the Unicorn Weekly, you're automatically restricted, right? You can't really do a scaling-based team without very specific circumstances falling in your favor. In the weekly, you're not constrained by the artificial construction of that. So everything becomes novel, everything becomes, you know, evaluated in a unique way, and we're gonna see how it goes. Honestly, 5 people, like I said, it's my bare minimum. I don't think we're gonna get very many hugely full lobbies in the first opening stages, especially in my time zone. Now, Axe Hound is probably the best tier 1 unit. It simply cannot be beat. But a goose is not so bad either. I'm gonna go ahead and freeze an apple. Give me a roll. And you know, we've avoided having a pest. Wild bubbles. But I don't know. I think I've had 1 bubble bath in my life. And I probably had maybe... Well, no, I've had a few baths because back in... What do you call it? If I ever go to India or if I ever go to like a hotel with like a jacuzzi type situation, I might take one. But I'm never going to take a bath at home. Not because I don't have the facilities. It's just like, why would I spend the time to do so? Axe Hound. I see you've been playing a bit of the new pack. You're averse to duplicates. The rules don't fly the same just because there's one Axe Hound. Listen, they may fly the same. It's subjective. It's not objective by any means. No match. I sleep. I buff a goose and I put it at the front. There's no seahorse, right? Yes. Okay. While we have I'll end the turn here, and then when we have more time after the first 2 turns, because I believe the first 2 turns are kind of short in timer, because you shouldn't be spending so long stalling out in the opening stages before everything gets into effect. Like, some of these pets go absolutely crazy. Okay, I see. Okay, that's an undefeatable squad. You can't win against it, you can only draw. If you have a single duplicate. If you don't have a single duplicate, I don't know what you're doing. Okay. Nightcrawler. I think this is a custom only pet because it's not in the pack. Right? But it's in the additional. Lucky Cat seems busted even without level up synergies. It just seems like it scales itself and it does pretty well. Dear Lord. It's like a cheap praying mantis. If you have pill-based synergies, that seems to make sense. Red Dragon is going to be a pretty good, you know, but we have scaling, so is it going to be that good necessarily? I don't know. Okay, that's like a complicated synergy. We don't have spawning synergy, so forget it. This is a good opportunity for a snail. Should combine those, maybe. Honestly, combine me, and put a stoat on the roster. I know that sounds crazy, but you know what? It's efficient use of our resources in a situation where we don't really have, you know, much otherwise. Okay. That was uneventful. We're in slow mode just because we were doing some delightful runs of the new expansion, the Unicorn expansion pack. Yeah, listen, I don't know about leveling a stoat. That doesn't seem pertinent to me, but I would sell you. I mean, that's not going to be very useful. It's money, though. Okay, I would sell you for a jellyfish. And I would hold for a pill. It's a level. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I think I would take a woodpecker. There is no pineapple. Conpeito is crazy, by the way. Any transform foods go absolutely nuts because it means you can scale something and then just change it into something better. You know, you can scale up a jellyfish and then transform it. Maybe you can scale up if you get like a a seal or a stonefish. I don't know, some random high tier pet that I'm thinking of. Okay, you need to go. If anything, pill. That's what we needed. Don't forget to freeze your pills. Okay, well that's gonna not gonna help me either. Ooh, exactly where it needed to go. That if it went to the other pet, I don't think we would have had a victory. I think we would have had a draw. If my analysis is correct, let's just pill you. Let's not wait for a level. That would be over enthusiastic of me to be so generous. Okay. Let's take a free shot. It's not so bad. Can I stop being given every single beaver in the entire region? I'll freeze garlic, but I don't think I want to just pick it up. We're not being given the best opportunities. Okay, I'm freezing you just to check what toys are an option. Hippocampus, that's the brain. Why is it an animal? Friend gains health, give it +1 attack. That's actually not so bad if you have a health scaler. I'm thinking of a sea lion combo with this, which would go crazy. A little crazy. It doesn't work on itself, so it only scales, the 3 units. But it's basically a scalar. It's a scalar like additive, if anything. Okay, we don't have the right setup for any of this. Oh, this gingerbread man. Okay, I mean, listen. Of course, what's that guy called? It starts with a T, no? Tar. Of course, a tar's gonna beat me. Okay, put the garlic on. Level. I nearly rolled twice by accident, but it didn't happen. Okay. Sell you before we get overcommitted, or let's sell you. I'm not gonna try and get complex with it. And are we overcommitted here? I don't have the resources to make this kind of rash and bold play. Put me there. And you know what? Just for one turn, I could have run a beaver. Let me run an axe guy. We'll see what's up. Level 2 woodpecker should at least give me some, like, running. But yeah, gingerbread man's gonna be pretty busted. If you see it, you'll be able to pick it up. It's like, especially in versus, you have less time to sort and search for your levels because you're constantly competing directly with people, right? So it can really bridge the gap in that kind of environment. The axe handle hand paid off. Rare RNGW, we got lucky there. We got very lucky. I'm happy to have it. Okay. I don't think buffalo really works here. I'm running out of okay. Maybe sell you for you. What foods am I rolling for? I don't really need an eat me cake. I would prefer to keep garlic on my table. Someone leveling would go crazy mode. Honestly, forget that. How about you take this and I buy this for you next turn and then we have like a temporary buff on our side. I think that's fair. This is kind of weird. I need to figure out what scaling options there are, right? The only option, I see a seal, which is fine, right? And I see hamster has roll synergy, actually. I see poodle, which is the only obvious scaler. Okay, I don't know what you're doing. You've got some, like, plans for your team. How did you get those guys so... I guess you're the guy with the all 5, right? You're just going all in. I guess I respect it on some level. Okay, gives you a pie. That's good temporary stats at least. Next turn we get organic. God, I'm not gonna get just because this is a guaranteed level. I'm not gonna, you know, overstay my welcome on that. We'll keep just giving ourselves a free bit of chocolate. What other? We have Lioness is gonna be cracked. Dragon. Okay, Dragon, Poodle, Lioness. Those are the only like game changes for me. And no one's got him yet, so we should be fine. Hippocampus can work. You can. The crickets fill the nighttime background pretty comically. At the very least, I've got a fairly strong woodpecker, so I see the general gist of the entire situation. Nightcrawler is a 1/1 by default. That's whack, no? Okay. Okay, you have a stronger team. It's okay. It's fine. We were not built to go up against you. I'm not gonna complain too much about it. Just a little bit. Okay, level on you. Dragon must take. What do we want to sell? Parrot and Tar seem to be kind of useless. We need to sell two things, actually, now that I think about it. You staying, because you're level 3 and you're the best I've got right now. If we're gonna sell anything, it's gotta be the parrot and the goose. But, yeah, it's gotta be the parrot and the goose. Let's be honest with each other. Okay, put you there, get you out. Don't desync me. Okay, we got exactly what we wanted anyway. We are now scaling, we should be fine. Okay. Okay. You're gonna give it to 2, so you should give it to these 2. And you're leveling, which scales you a bit more as well. Yeah, he crispied me, but that's no big deal. We've got the right idea on the entire squad. Now that we have scaling, we're fine. But the problem is in this weekly is that scaling is going to be very difficult to find if you don't actually get it. There's only a few limited resources. No one's gonna really buy, like, okay, you got carrot maybe, and you got conpato. We can conpato the woodpecker if we see the option. I have no qualms. Okay, you need to be frozen for the dragon. I will roll once more. Okay, I will freeze you as well. That's, I think, reasonable. And then we just get a few rolls for some tier 1s, I guess. Well, I don't really want to spend all my time purchasing a bunch of useless, you know, stats. Chocolate goes to the dragon. Logically. Okay, this is like a specific counter to me, which is kind of... Okay, that's something. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna beat me with it, I think. Yeah. Close. I'll give you credit. You came close. Alright? Your gimmick was almost scary until I remembered that attack scaling is not gonna do you any favors, really. Okay, give me a level. Show me another dragon, actually, now that I think about it. Okay. I'm not running a mana build when there's 1 mana giver and 1 mana... You know what? If I could get both of these and the dragon, then I would run it. But as it stands, I don't see a reason to do so. Honestly... Okay, I'm gonna do a bit of this, first of all. I'm gonna roll. I'm not gonna pivot just because I said it. Okay, that's kind of exactly what we need. So next turn we know what to do, okay? Freeze the tier 1, freeze the tier 1. We're leveling you and then we're doing some scaling and then we're gonna have a good time. I see what you guys are building some counter builds to me. I respect the hustle, but the rest of your squad sucks. So, well, you got dragon now. So you know what? I think you're gonna beat me. No, now that I'm saying it out loud. Okay. We need to upgrade this guy. He's causing us more harm than good. Okay. How about and then you're gonna get some extra mana, just a little boost on top. You know, how's that? Maybe order it like this. Maybe just a quick little bonus. You get the mana then. That's fine by me. Okay, forget about leveling you. We need the spots for tier 1. So you're not gonna get to level 2. We have 2 left. I would have done it if 2 of them had showed up. I would have done it begrudgingly. But now that we've got a level 2 dragon, our priority is definitely firmly in the realm of tier 1 searching. I don't need to do any number crunching to prove that one, you know? Now we no longer have a liability up front as well. And we have mana, which is just a bonus, really. There's a Quetzalcoatl on this one? We'll take it. Okay. Don't need a lioness, it's a bit late for all that. Okay. I'll freeze it, but I don't think it's really going to do anything. Actually, we can purchase it this turn. Just to, you know, buy the time. Well, now you're here, so we may as well. You've scaled enough to get the boosts, and you're good enough to be at the front anyway. So I think that's fair. And we're giving you more and more mana each time, which is just it's a little bonus. It's a good thing about the trumpets, mana. You know, they have an effect regardless of the synergy, so it's okay to take it. It's just like it's better than nothing, for sure. It's better than sticking with a useless, you know, unit. That's exactly where I wanted that damage to go, by the way. Thank you for doing it. We've eliminated you. We may get first place in the first weekly with these new little synergies, you know? Quetzalcoatl is going to be pretty good in this week, in weeklies in general, I think. But not in this one. This one relies specifically on later pets for scaling. But, you know, in general, maybe it has some better effects. Okay, give me that. It's tempting. Voodoo would be a funny get. If we had gotten it earlier, then I would have taken it. Otherwise, there's no point in reducing my stats now for that kind of effect. Roll me once more. Double chocolate? Don't mind if I do. Don't even mind if I level you, maybe. Okay, well, we have a good idea of what we're doing then. We level you, and maybe we level the Sleipnir instead. Well, I think we're gonna win this round anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yep, we're gonna win. There's no timer here. I have to spoil it to you. Mana is just like generating mana is just a super bonus, you know? First weekly, first dub, we're back home where we belong. Sleipnir, sleeper pick, I think. If it's part of a team that if it gets scaled, it can, you know, it scales on top of your scaling for more damage, and it's just a bonus, it doesn't replace any effect. Try it out, you know? It's been Backpack Brain. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, etc. I have interaction with the algorithm, and yeah, enjoy.